Hello, my fellow viewers, and welcome to another reaction. I am D-Man Dustin, and before we get into this reaction, there's a little thing that I have to tell you. Now, if you've noticed, I haven't been uploading reactions in a few weeks or so or whatever, and that's because if you didn't know, it was because my main laptop broke down and I had to rely on an old laptop and I just wasn't really comfortable making reaction videos. But since my laptop is out of commission, I decided to just go ahead and try to make reaction videos, even though this is a lesser laptop and you're going to see a different format than my other videos. It's because this is the best ratio that my laptop can handle because it's not a very good not a really good laptop. Let me just put it that way. So yeah, apologies. Also, this is the first time that I'm reacting on this particular laptop, so I don't know how Windows Movie Maker, my usual recording software for recording my webcam, is going to handle these particular reactions because I just don't know how it's going to turn out. So hold on. There you go. Okay, so what we're going to react to today is one of Danger Dolan's videos. Danger Dolan is a particular YouTuber that creates these like top fives, top tens, top 15s of a whole bunch of particular topics, sort of like what I did in some of the past videos, where one of them was Dark Five, the top five spooky sort of stuff. And then, of course, there's that really horrible one of the top five 911 creepiest phone calls, two of which are apparently fake, I believe, is what it was saying. So, anyway, let's just jump into this particular one. So, this particular one is 15 common nightmares that are actually warnings. So, let's just jump right into this reaction, this particular video, and see what it has to offer us. So, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Danger Dolan. From
Danger.
being trapped in a tight place to having your naked body scrutinized, we count 15 of the most common
What?
nightmares. Number 15. Spiders. Many of us find spiders terrifying in waking life. I mean, poisonous fangs,
They're
sticky webs
fine
that
from a
brutalize
distance.
your
I
prey,
don't want them
while its
anywhere
hairy
near
legs
me.
just
My
waiting to
presence.
crawl all over you. It's not surprising our fear of arachnids follows us when we go to sleep. But spiders in our dreams are more than just a literal scary presence. They're said to represent controlling forces that have come into your life. They're a primitive, symbolic dream that is said to be
I don't
our
think I've ever had a
subconscious's
dream about a
way of
spider.
dealing with manipulation.
At least a
For men,
nightmare, anyway.
spiders often symbolize difficult relationships with women, usually
Is that
bosses,
Jennifer
wives, or
Aniston?
mothers. For women, spiders can represent oppressive male figures, such as brothers, fathers, or even lovers. Regularly stalked by dream spiders, it might be worth looking at your relationships. Number 14. Injury or malformation. People who dream of
Yeah,
being
I think I
injured or
have had
wounded
dreams like
often
that.
feel weak in their personal lives.
About the
If
spider
your dream
things,
self suffers painful bone-breaking accidents or wakes up with horrible scars or
yeah,
deformities, it could mean your brain is trying to alert you to some vulnerability that needs addressing.
yeah.
Broken limbs are symbolic of
But
other
I always
positive
thought
aspects
the
of your
idea of
life.
giant
It can mean
spiders
you're
was
feeling
just
powerless or
terrifying
suffering low
because there could be a
self-esteem.
lot of
Maybe you need
them.
to find financial
I mean,
independence or
one
make
giant
amends with
snake is
someone.
kind of
You'd
scary,
think
but a
that if your brain was
bunch of
something you
giant
contemplated,
spiders?
it would do it without being so damn cryptic. But no, if you want to sort your life out, you must solve this 5-part dream riddle. Number 13. Drowning has got to be one of the worst ways to die. Being trapped underwater, watching
I don't.
helplessly as your life force slips away. Couldn't think of anything worse.
I've had
Often
dreams
a
about
drowning
water,
person will
but nothing
panic, which
drowning.
exacerbates the problem, causing them to waste precious oxygen. It's not surprising then that drowning in a dream can mean you're feeling overwhelmed by your emotions. Since
Hmm.
life can be a lot like that cruel mistress, the ocean,
Legend of Zelda.
drowning dreams can also represent putting all possible efforts into something you're
Oh,
receiving
come on, that's
nothing at
different
the
than
moment.
drowning.
Some drowning
That's a
dreams are
life
easier
form.
to
I'm
interpret,
trying to
some
kill you.
represent a simple fear of water. Number 12. Losing teeth is another dream that
I've had
signifies
a
how riddled
lot
with insecurities we
of
are. This
dreams
dream is
like that.
extremely common in cultures all over the world. It usually means we're anxious about others judging us. Freud thought losing teeth meant a person was sexually repressed or desired to be nurtured. But that's Freud's go-to diagnosis. He won't be happy until everyone's openly in love with their own mother.
No, I just
Having teeth
had
fall out or crumble
dreams of
can also
losing
represent
teeth.
financial worries, issues
Whatever.
in vanity, and rebirth.
Woo.
How losing your milk teeth makes way for your new and improved adult teeth. No one's nailed down a definitive meaning for this very common dream. Number
I haven't
11.
had one in a while
Falling.
though.
Nightmares about falling often represent relationship or careers issues. They're especially common for people in positions of
Falling
power,
off?
like employers, parents, or role models.
I don't think
They're
I've had
said to
a
be our
dream of
mind's way
falling
of
off.
working
That
through
one that I
deep
can remember.
emotional trauma. Some argue that falling dreams are primal remnants, evolutionary leftovers from our primate phase. That horrible feeling dreamers experience right before plummeting to the ground, that terminal velocity, represents a negative occurrence in your life. Sometimes it's intense enough to physically wake you or bolt you upright. Fortunately, that rumor about dying a
Only
little
two of
laugh
these
instead
are
of a dread
some
in a dream
dreams that
is
I've ever
untrue.
had.
Unless
The
Freddy
injury
Krueger
and the
pushes you
teeth
off a cliff,
falling.
then you're gonna die. Number 10. Being naked in public. You know those dreams where you're
I
strolling happily around your
don't think I've
storefront
ever
before
had
somebody
any of
points
dreams
out that
like
you're
that.
stark freaking naked and everyone can see your bits? Somehow it always comes as a revelation. All this time you didn't look down or notice the cold. This common nightmare relates to self-image. Freaking out about being an accidental exhibitionist reflects vulnerability or a sense of shame. You may be hiding
That
something,
might be
a
why
dead
I've never
body in
had
your
a dream like
backyard
that.
for instance, and are afraid
I've
others
gotten
can
over
see
my
right through you.
hideous, nasty
In these
body.
dreams, clothes are basically a metaphor for concealment. Of course, if you're a nudist, goody two-shoes, this nightmare won't affect you. You'll be comfortable with people seeing and knowing everything about you. Honest
No one wants to
bastards.
see me
Feel
naked.
some shame like the rest of us. Number 9. Your partner leaving. Nightmares about losing your significant other are the most rooted in reality. That's not to say you won't wake up
Never
nude one
had a
day in public with a
girlfriend.
deformed body and no
Well, this
teeth,
one really
but
applies to
being left by
me.
your partner is more
No,
likely,
don't
especially
go
if you keep
right
leaving the
hand.
toilet seat up. This type of nightmare
I
often
wonder if that's why I have
signifies feelings
dreams
of
where I'm chopping
insecurity
off
within
my
your
right
relationship.
hand.
If you're a slob who's punching above his weight, or your loved one has cheated on you 35 times but swears they won't do it again, then you're probably intimately familiar with this dream. This nightmare isn't always irrational. If you subconsciously suspect infidelity, this could be how your suspicions manifest. For many, this dream is an alarm mechanism that keeps us attentive and precautious. It also represents one of the deepest human fears, abandonment. Number 8. Dying. Dreams that end in death are common, but shouldn't be necessarily taken
Kind
literally
of.
or considered bad
I've kind
omens.
of had dreams
Although
regarding
morbid, they often
death.
represent rebirth or new beginnings. Dreaming
I
of
don't know
tombs
if
or
you could say
graves can
that
signify
I
that an
was
old part of you
dead.
has ceased to exist. Nightmares about death can be a subconscious's way of accepting mortality. So don't worry about dying in your dreams.
Would
Search for the
explain all
meaning in
those
this,
weird
like
dreams I
dying in a
had about
modern
my
video
grandma
game.
after she
Number
passed
7.
away.
Being lost. Experts believe
Lost?
dreams about becoming lost are our brain's way of processing feelings of confusion or frustration. Although nightmares are usually rife with hidden meanings and symbolism, in this instance, a spade is usually just a spade. Getting lost in a dream represents internal concerns that need addressing. It might be time to make some significant changes. Ultimately,
I'm
dreams
like
of
that a
getting
lot,
lost
but
can
I
be
don't have
harmless.
lost dreams.
Besides, if you're a lucid dreamer, you can just pull out your dream iPhone and find your way using Dream
I
GPS.
wish I
Number
could lucid
6.
dream.
Being chased. Nightmares where we're chased or attacked often manifest when we're afraid of confrontation in our
Hmm.
waking lives. You might have a pushy boss or a critical parent. Often your dream actions while being chased reflect your real life habits. For example, hiding in fear in the dream may indicate that you are avoiding dealing with your problems in the real world. There's always a correlation. Random dream shit never just happens for the sake of it. Unless you have
My
cheese
brain
bubble, that
barely
shit has timing in it, which will
barely deals with
definitely
any of
cause some
these
wacky
kind of dreams.
dreams. Number 5.
Oh,
Apocalypse
was that?
scenarios. Apocalyptic dreams where an asteroid destroys the Earth or a violent hurricane rips apart your neighborhood often indicate anxiety or impending
I've
fear.
had a lot of
Weather,
metaphysical
like
dreams, but I
life,
don't think
is
I've ever
often
had
unpredictable and cannot be
apocalyptic.
controlled, which
Well, at
causes
least
what these
not in the
folks
sense
call
that it's
life
describing here.
stress. This type of nightmare often indicates a looming disaster in your waking life. You might have an upcoming test that you're not prepared for, or you're putting off going to the doctor even though that weird lump in your body has grown so big it's now talking to you. Although these dreams generally mean you're under tremendous amounts of stress, there is one upside if you're a writer who keeps a dream journal. Try mining your dreams for details to write a kick-ass post-apocalyptic story. Everyone loves those. Number
Is
4.
that
Nightmares about missing important dates like your wedding or brain surgery appointments are
kind
common for
of?
people with fast-paced,
I had
uncertain
a
lives.
dream
Since
that
the
I
modern
missed
world is
going to
stressful as
school. I
balls,
missed the school
this is
bus
pretty much everyone.
and I woke
Often these
up.
dreams are linked to
I
work
was
or
late.
meeting others'
I was like, oh
expectations
crap,
or
I'm gonna miss
signs
the
we need to
bus.
better manage our
Luckily,
time.
it pulled right in
This
front of my
makes dreams
house.
more
Oh,
literal.
are you there,
For anyone with
Dustin?
a misted
All right,
target,
I'm
then
up
may
there.
involve
I didn't
being
take a
chased
shower
down
or
the street
anything,
by
but
a
I'm just gonna
giant
go.
anthropomorphic clock. Number 3. Seeing the dead. This chilling type of nightmare is often
Okay,
associated
never
with an
mind.
inability to let go or accept change. Dreamers who experience it might encounter someone they know
Yeah,
who has recently passed away,
yeah.
or they might be
That's what
haunted
I was
by the
talking about
ghosts of
earlier.
random strangers. Either way, these nightmares usually signify a fear of the unknown. Sometimes they occur when the dreamer is anxious about personal illness.
Um,
There have been many cases of terminal illness sufferers being contacted by apparitions
I
in
don't
this way.
quite agree
Number
with that,
2.
but whatever.
Monsters. Coming face to face with a monster or terrifying creature in your dream
I
can
don't think I've
represent a
ever
number
had
of
that
things.
happening.
It
I
can
think
mean you
I
need to
always
up your
force
meds
myself to
again,
wake
or it
up.
can represent a loss of control or fear of something on the horizon. For career oriented people, monster dreams could represent spiraling work commitments that have been neglected out of
But
fear.
what if I dream
Since
about Freddy
monsters are
Krueger?
creatures of imagination, dreaming about them could indicate the dreamer is dealing with something they don't understand or want to face. Things like the monster's size, color, and temperament all affect the dream's interpretation. No matter what this dream means, it is generally taken as a sign that something needs to be addressed to restore order. Number 1.
Hmm.
Dreams about being trapped or unable to move are common for sufferers of claustrophobic anxiety, a
Hmm.
condition involving a fear of confined spaces. This nightmare has a pretty straightforward
I'm not
narrative. It's
claustrophobic, so I
commonly
guess this doesn't
experienced by
apply to
people who are
me.
trapped in their current situation, whether it be financial problems, a dead end job, or a crappy relationship. It can also be a
Hmm.
manifestation of the fear of not being able to reach our full potential due to circumstances beyond our control. If your dream involves being literally trapped in a box, this could be a subconscious way of telling you to think outside the box every once in a while in real life. Or, it could mean you should stop sleeping in coffins. That shit isn't good for your back. That's it for this countdown. And have a good one!
All right. There are a couple of dreams that I think I've had. Just I don't know. Some of these ones like seem like nightmares, like spiders. I don't think I've ever quite had a spider dream. I think I've had something maybe similar, like just regular bugs and stuff, but I can't remember if there was actually a spider dream that could qualify as some sort of nightmare or whatever, or anything, or even being caught in a web or something like that. So yeah, the injury one, yeah, there have been times where I think I've injured myself. I think one time in a dream I had like a compound fracture or something of that nature or whatever it is, and or no, well, not that, no, not the bone sticking out or whatever, or maybe I don't know. Just yeah, I have been injured in a dream before. Let's see. Drowning, I've had dreams with water in it, but I don't remember any dream where I drowned. So that one's a very weird one. Losing your teeth. Yeah, I've had quite a few of dreams like that. In the dream, I'm always like, "Oh God, I hope this is a dream. I hope I can wake up," and I usually do. I've had a couple of dreams like that where it kind of felt really real at the particular time I was having the dream. Most of the time, I don't really get anything, but yeah, I'm just like sitting in the dream or whatever, and I'm just like messing with my teeth, and then it would just come out, and then all of a sudden more would come out, and I'm like, oh Jesus, I hope this is a dream. Then I'd usually wake up. Had some very weird dreams. The falling one, I don't think I've had any dreams of falling down, to my doom, I guess you could say. There might have been, but it's kind of hard to say what all the dreams that I've had. Who knows? Maybe I had dreams of all of these and I just don't remember some of them. It's always possible. Let's see. Being naked, I never had any dream like that, I don't think, where I was afraid to be naked or whatever. Like I said, I've accepted my nasty body enough as it is. No one wants to see it though, but I'm pretty sure if I had a dream about that, everyone would be looking around in disgust, trying to avoid looking at me, vomit everywhere, something like of that nature. That last one, of course, I've never had a girlfriend, so That one doesn't apply to me. Yeah, the moment I have a girlfriend, that's all the dreams I'm gonna have. The death one, now see, this has surprised me. The death one was like you're dealing with death, and I'm like, oh, maybe this applies to other people who have died and stuff. But as it turns out, it's only applying to when you die, and I think I may have had close dreams of me dying, but I think I've always woken up before then because sometimes I can force myself to wake up, as I mentioned before on that monster one. So I'll say that I don't remember having these particular dreams before, and then we'll just move on until I get to the death of the other ones or something. Feeling lost. I don't recall any dream where I was lost per se. I think at best, I or at as it would relate to being lost, I've had dreams that like took place in my location, but the geography was different, or like thinking of school and the whole entire school was different. But that's pretty much it. I don't think I've ever been like, where am I? Where am I? Please, somebody save me. Uh oh yeah, what was this one? Oh, that was that the same one? No, what was six? Oh, being chased. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any dreams of being chased. I mean, I've had. I mean, it's possible that I have, but I don't think it'd be chased as in like a long chase sequence. I think at most it was like, let me go to the door, close it, and hide from whatever's trying to come after me or whatever. But nothing like running a long path and then something following me, never ending, or something of that nature. Uh, the only thing that I can think of that might be chase related is, let me think about this real quick. No, can't think of it right at this moment in time. So let's move on to the next one, which is apocalyptic. I don't think I've ever had any quite apocalyptic. All the apocalyptic type dreams were like could would are beyond human comprehension. I've had dreams like that where something is so beyond human comprehension. You're like your your brain explodes like in an apocalyptic type dream like this. It was kind of like a religious spiritual type dream, but not quite. It was more like a celestial evolved being that kind of took on like the role of an angel or something, and there was God in there, but not quite God, not necessarily a religious God or just a straight belief of God, but just something that represents as God. And there's like this swirling storm of something in the middle of the earth. Oh, it was very complex. So yeah, the being late one, or yeah, that one I've had a couple of dreams. Like I mentioned before, in the dream, something didn't feel right. It was like, wait a minute, I'm late. I'm late. I don't even know how that happened, but I just thought something is wrong. I'm late. Everything is late. And then I'm like, oh crap. And that's when I forced myself to wake up, and I was actually really late. It was like I was going to miss the bus, but like I said, luckily the bus pulled in front of my house and allowed me to get on. What is this one? Oh yeah, number three is the death of other ones. Yeah, like I said before, I've had a lot of dreams of that I had revolving around my grandmother after she passed away. And I mean, I can understand the interpretation that I just couldn't let go or something like that, but I feel in my case it was more about trying to grieve, because I couldn't grieve normally like other people would grieve. So I think I had resolution issues, and it happened by having these weird dreams revolving around my grandma. So yeah. Uh oh. So yeah. There's that one. Okay, so number two, monsters. I have never really encountered much monsters or scary things in my dreams because I always force myself to wake up. One time there was really something that could be considered a monster, or basically a disfigured human that was likely burned or something. I think it had something to do with like an airplane. There was like an airplane, there was a lot of people there, but then there was one particular character. I'm calling it a character because I don't even know what it was, but it was this particular character, and it made the voice of that Sharky shark dog from that one show, if I can look up, like Gilbert or something. I don't know. Hold on. uh Sharky the shark dog or something like that. And it sounded exactly like that, and then when I was turning around, it sudden I was like, nope, not happening. And then I just woke up. Okay, apparently my internet does not work very well when I am Eek the cat. Yeah, Sharky the shark dog from Eek the cat. Okay, so yeah. Okay, let me just finish up real quick here for the last one, and I think that was the weird one that doesn't apply to me, and that would be the tied up in a coffin. I've never had anything like that. I've never been claustrophobic per se, but I would even say that in certain cases, being in enclosed spaces and being confined in real life could get a little unnerving, but I guess only because I'm so fat that I think my fear would be more along the lines of getting stuck. So anyway, that's Danger Dolan's uh 15 nightmares or whatever that are actual warnings and stuff. I've had some of those common theme dreams. Most of my dreams are like fantastical, like having superhuman abilities, or being being well liked among a group of people, or being treated well as opposed to real life or whatever. So yeah, those are my kind of dreams that I dream about. So nothing like this or whatever. So anyway, I've got to cover up. I got to finish this up. I have another reaction video to do, and later today, hopefully, or it'll probably already be up, and I'll already have a reaction of it by the time that I upload this. But I'm hoping that I will react to I'm Dante's The Roast of Ryan Wright. So anyway, that's all I have to say about this particular subject in this particular video. I'm D-Man Dustin. Thank you for watching. D-Man Dustin out.